Brembo caliper, the 4-piston caliper, is very common on today's cars. Let's discuss the pad swap first. The first thing you do when you take the wheel off is you notice that there are 2 pins on which the pads slide, and you need to remove these pins first. So what you do is you take a pointy object, maybe a nail or an Allen wrench, and you hammer the pins out. You just hammer them a little bit to get rid of the locking mechanism on the end of the pin. And then you hold down the clip while you slide the pin out. And then you actually pull the pin out. Okay, this comes out. Pull the pin out. The pads will slide right out, but what you want to do before you do that is you grab an expansion tool like this, and this goes ahead and pushes the pistons back into the caliper, and then you can pull the old pads out. Alright, so once we spread that all the way out, we take our old pads out, and then you can slide the new pads right in. So this is a Lang caliper spreader tool. There we go. With this little clip, I put a little bit of grease right here, right here. What I do is I put one pin in the bottom first, and then we put our thingy in, little clip, bend it down, and we put our second pin in. And now we just go inside the car and press on the brake pedal, and you'll see these pads close in on the disc. Now the second thing I wanted to talk about is the bleeding of the calipers, and this is interesting because I see some people screw this up. If you take the Brembo caliper out and you look at it from the back, you'll notice that there's 2 bleed screws, and you have to use both of these to do it correctly. What you'll see here is that there are 2 bleed screws. Now this car, you can tell that someone has bled the brakes using this screw, but this screw was fresh, and that's because a lot of people forget about the inside screw on the Brembo caliper. And so with the Brembo caliper, you have to do the inside first and then the outside. And also, when you're installing these calipers, it's important that the bleed nipples are on the top. Some people just bolt these on and put them on the bottom, and then you'll never be able to bleed them correctly. Alright, now we're doing the outside. You can see that the old fluid that's coming out is darker, and up here we have the new fluid coming through, which is a clearer. So I'll just let that flow for a little bit. You can see the fluid is getting cleaner. That is it for now. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you enjoy your car.